Okay, wow, could it be any darker in this room? There we go. Figured it out. So, I'm back to school, again. I'm living in the Sheraton, which is like a mile away from my 8:30 class, which I have 4 days a week. Thank you for your options, UVM. It's Tuesday. Normally I would have it on Tuesday, but my professor thought that we had class on Thursday, so bam! No French! I don't really know what to talk about. It's been a really long time since I've made like a video that, wasn't that collab with Rant. So, when I come to Vermont, because it's like 4 or 5 hours, we have to stay in a hotel. So my sister and I were staying in a hotel, watching TV. We came in towards the beginning of Ferris Bueller, and we were very psyched because Ferris Bueller is like our favorite movie. If you haven't seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off, what are you doing with your life? It's so good. However, because both Sasha and I have watched it so many times, we knew every little cut that they made for the TV edit. Also, why can't you say shit on television? I don't understand censors in America. I just don't. It was also very late at night. There were no children watching this. They're not going to be offended by the word shit. I don't know who is. Maybe I'm just live in a family where people swear too much. Including myself. I swear way a lot. I digress. The point is, they kept cutting out ends of scenes that were like really important. For example, they cut out, I don't know if you've seen Ferris Bueller, but even if you haven't, you probably know the scene where they go to the art museum and Cameron is standing there in front of the painting and like has this moment with like the child and it like zooms in on his face and zooms on the painting and the child's face and it goes back and forth and it's like this deep moment and it's very iconic. They cut that. They just cut that scene where Ferris and Sloane kiss in front of the big blue thing and went to commercial, and I'm just like, are you serious right now? They cut the Sears Tower scene, and a lot of it they cut was related to Cameron. It's like they don't know what that movie's about. They cut the end in half. It's like, I gotta take a stand, commercial break, rest of the scene after the commercial break. I'm like, no, the timing of that scene! I'm very passionate about Ferris Bueller's Day Off, in case you hadn't figured that out. The one thing I could understand them cutting out is when Jeannie went to the office, and like after she leaves, and Grace says, what a little asshole. I understand cutting that for television, even though it's a beautiful moment. I've thought about this a lot, and I'd probably say that my top 3 movies of all time are Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Ghostbusters, and Dr. Horrible's Sing-Along Blog. But I feel like there are other movies that I'm just, like, not thinking of. But anyway, that's what I have to say about that. If you're gonna watch Ferris Bueller, watch it on Netflix, where it actually is in whole. Oh, I was going to tell you what my class is. So I'm taking French 2, Dramatic Analysis, which is a very large class. I know a lot of people in it. Geology, which I'm taking with my friend Isabel. She's awesome. I know her from high school. It's cool. Also, my geology professor, I am like 99% sure that he's just a gecko with a beard. Like he blinks really big. And he has a slight lisp, and I'm like, you are definitely a lizard, but you like seem like a nice lizard, so a gecko probably, right? I was so distracted as he was like, can anybody point out patterns in this picture of a landform? And I'm just like, you are a lizard? You would like to bask on those rocks in the sun. Probably. It might not have been so intense that I wasn't sitting in the second row, but it was, holy crap, that guy is a lizard. I mean, I have met people who are like, you are the lizard king, but this guy is like, not even snake people, like straight up gecko. I digress. I'm also taking Shakespearean scene study, which is really cool. I was originally going to be taking makeup, but then I switched into Shakespeare because they dropped some of the requirements. So I was like, hey, I'm taking acting. And Russian history to 1917, which is going to be very depressing. And I think that's pretty much all I need to say. I guess, like this video, I didn't really do anything except for rant about Ferris Bueller, so that's cool. See you guys. I love you. I said stop recording.